Hello! Oh, God, sorry. Welcome to the show. You're listening to Saturday Rocks on rhubarbradio.com with me, Jenny Tate, the Rock Queen. And 12 Boar join me in the studio today. Hello!
Hey!
Get nice and close to the microphone so people can hear you. Thank
you. How's it going?
It's okay, thank you. How's it going with you?
Very well.
Good stuff. Yeah. I thought I'd start with a bit of Maiden and The Evil That Men Do, just to torture myself just a little bit more with the fact that I am the only person in the world who didn't get to see them live the other week. And yeah, boo indeed. Everybody's been taunting me about it on Facebook. And it's driven me insane this past week, I have to tell you. But yeah, so I just thought I'd play that just to torture myself a bit more. It's an Ace song and I do love it. It's one of my favourite Maiden songs of all time. Anyway, I'm going to be talking to 12 Boar for the show today, so throw some questions on Facebook for them if you like. You can talk to me on the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/pages/Saturday Rocks with Jenny Tate / or you can text me if I'm in your phone as well, don't forget. And but be a little bit gentle with me today because I'm not feeling very well actually today, so just be a bit kind to me and don't send me nasty sarky texts and put sarky things on the Facebook page. Just send me nice things today, please, people. I'm not in the mood for it, okay? So, yeah, just don't go away, basically. Pete Ringmaster's online, says, woohoo, showtime. Hi, Jenny, and to the 12 Board dudes, especially Dave.
Hey.
And Blue Origin are also online. Then we're going to be asking some questions to 12 Boar.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I think we should do some band introductions, actually. Who's who and what do you do in the band?
Well, I'm Dave, I play drums.
I'm Adam Thomas, I play bass.
Tommy Hardrocks, I do vocals and play guitar.
Cool stuff. Now we know who everyone is, so you know who you can ask questions to. This is a new band I've just been intro to this week. It's Saturday Rocks on rhubarbradio.com with me, Jenny Tate, the Rock Queen, and I'm talking to 12 Boar in the studio today. Hello, we're going to be asking some questions in just a moment. Now, you're a stoner rock band, right? I've never had a stoner rock band in the studio before, so it's a first for me.
Better be careful, we're a bit crazy.
Yeah, well, all rock bands are crazy, aren't they? That's nothing new now.
It's part of the rock and roll lifestyle, I think.
It is. Why stoner rock specifically?
Well, go on, Dave, you shoot that one.
Well, stoner rock sort of started with, Black Sabbath and things when they're doing Volume 4 and Master Reality. It's kind of the whole drug reference, but we're not really big on that side of it. It's more a kind of music where it's just laid-back rock and roll, lots of jamming out solos.
Lots of groove.
And just sort of...
Yeah, and I think also it's like the stoner rock scene, like especially the music... that like, I don't know, like people like Scott Wino and stuff, there's not that kind of cliche like, yo, we're metal, we've got cod pieces, we've got crazy hair, circle pit. It's just like, yo, we're just playing really grooved out music, eat some mushrooms and just enjoy it.
Chill out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty laid back, I mean, in terms of the scene and everything. It's just a bit more accommodating, and it's such a wide sort of genre as well. It's sort of that thing where a lot of bands get swept under one carpet, 'cause it sort of ranges through from bands that are like just properly groovy, like Clutch, and then it goes all the way through to like, I don't know, other bands like Electric Wizard and stuff, and it's such a huge plethora of music that's sort of like, it's almost like the underground of almost like the rock metal world, so it's like another tier to it almost.
Yeah.
It's difficult, and it's like, you come up with a fresh sound that you think's really fresh yourself, but everybody loves pigeonholing different things and saying, oh, this is this and this is that. I mean, to be honest, we just play rock and roll. We just like playing riffs and stuff.
We just do our thing and try and put a name on it.
Yeah, I think we generally use like stoner rock as like an identifier for more like promoters and fans, because for them they kind of know it's going to be something groovy, but for us I think it's such a massive circle of music that I think it just becomes like a label like anything else, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, just play some songs, man.
Okay, good enough. Why is the band called 12 Boar, and does the name bear any relation to your sound?
Well, actually I don't think I even told the guys this. The first nightmare I can remember having as a kid was about being chased over Putnam Common by a big black boar. And so I should have probably told you guys. And basically, my parents used to be into like fox hunting,
Careful.
clay pigeon shooting, and basically using like 12 bore shotguns So we just kind of came up with an amalgamation of like 12 Boar, but spelling Boar, not like the rifle or the gauge, but like the animal.
And the Roman numerals.
And the Roman numerals as well, because...
Yeah, we thought we'd do
something different.
Yeah, we thought we'd do something a bit different with Roman numerals, but it seems a lot of people do kind of struggle with that.
We forgot about like the idiot nation of people that didn't really learn Roman numerals, and you get people going, "Oh, your band's called XII Boar."
But we'll get there. We'll get through to people.
Maybe one day.
One day.
Yeah. It's every time you look at a clock, you see it, but sometimes that's not enough.
Perhaps I shouldn't mention at this point that it did confuse me a little bit.
Should we leave now?
Yeah, obviously I did know it was Roman numerals, but I was a bit like, what? How am I supposed to pronounce this? Was the thing that bugged me.
The thinking man's title.
Yeah, anyway, I've just made myself sound completely thick live on air now, haven't I? That's no good. I better make up for this by playing one of your tracks, I think, hadn't I?
Yeah, nice.
This is taken off the EP. Actually, it's a self-titled EP, isn't it?
Sort of. I think we kind of called it 12, but...
Yeah, it's pretty much like a self-titled EP.
Yeah.
This is called Beg, Borrow, Steal, anyway. See what you think of this. Throw some...
That's my mum's favourite, just let you know.
Oh, good. Throw some feedback on Facebook for me, please, people. Saturday Rocks on rhubarbradio.com. Some more questions for 12 Boar. Feel free to throw some questions on the Facebook page for them if you want, by the way, or text me. I've had no text yet, so the phone's feeling a bit lonely, so
we're quite
throw some
approachable
texts
young men.
Yeah, I think you are, I think, from what I've seen so far. The tracks on the EP are very inventive, I think. Where have the influences come from for those tracks?
Where do we start?
Well, a lot of our stuff, like although we're quite heavy, we always kind of try and cut to a lot of groove, which kind of influenced by earlier stuff, I guess, almost like kind of Lynyrd Skynyrd, more modern references like Clutch. As for the heavier stuff, Crowbar is like a massive influence as well.
High on Fire
for like the thrashy kind of heavy side.
We've all kind of been involved in different metal bands in the past and stuff. Like I used to be really heavily into death metal, and then you've done a lot of like bluesy stuff, lots of groove stuff. So we kind of just take all our favourite bits from different genres, chuck them in one song, give it a good like a toe tapping groove, and then it seems to work.
Yeah, it's a big thing as well, because like we always found that there's so many bands, nobody plays groove anymore. Everybody's like, like the massive technical thing
like
that
playing
came
as
in.
fast as you can and like a million notes a second
definitely.
and all that kind of stuff.
So we just enjoyed slowing stuff down or just grooving a riff, man. It's just keeping things like simple. It's something fresh, but And
I think like the thing is like I'm in a band that I actually like listening to and really enjoy playing in, and I think we've always kept it, like we said earlier, like about it being fun. And for us, I guess fun is like, just grooving out, toe tapping, head banging, and
we're not trying to fit to, like we say stoner rock, but we're not trying to be a stoner rock band. We're just playing what we want to play. Definitely. So if we like a riff that maybe is a bit more metal, we'll chuck it in, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I've just had a text from Mick saying, how's this for a text? You have to do a bit better than that, please, Mick. I expect better than that from you after all this time. Come on, give me something better than that. Anyway, why did you decide to alternate between vocal tracks and instrumental tracks on the EP? That's been intriguing me.
That's a good question. Maybe we should have thought about that.
I guess we're probably musicians at heart. Like, maybe the lyric writing side is not our strong point.
Well, speak for yourself, mate.
We always approached the tracks as just free musicians, really, and it just came out of that. And we felt, no one does instrumental tracks anymore, so it's just like it was fun to chuck it in. I mean, we've written a couple more as well, which is going to be coming out on subsequent releases when we get round to doing stuff. I think it's just something interesting as well.
And I think live as well, it just for us, it completely changes the dynamic of the set where, like, I can just kick back and just groove out and just kind of really enjoy myself just playing some riffs. And I think it adds a bit of space to an EP as well when, like, a lot of our songs are quite fast and quite thrashy, and it just hits with this kind of sludgy instrumental. And I think it's just a little bit of breathing space as well that people need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good answers there.
Thank you.
Good answers.
Really?
No, it's nice, I think, to hear a bit of instrumental stuff. It breaks it up sometimes. I do like the vocal stuff, probably more than anything, but sometimes, you do crave to hear a bit of instrumental stuff. So it's nice to have that bit of variety in there, I think. check them out. I'm talking to 12 Boar today.
Yeah.
And there's loads of people online. Hello to all the people who've put stuff recently on the Facebook page. Lars from Steel Trooper, working on Eternal Warrior whilst listening to the show. Thank you, Lars. Much appreciated. I love you all. You're all awesome blokes, and you're just fab musicians. I love everything you do, but you know that. They're
Don't
like
give him too many compliments.
Yeah, the queen of the rock queen's crop, the Steel Trooper, I have to say. Mick is eating a Kit Kat chunky whilst listening to the show. And there is lots of great feedback for you guys today on here.
Hey.
Pete Ringmaster says the track and band are still as much an essential listen as when I first heard them. It has a freshness not evident in numerous other stoner bands.
Awesome. Cheers,
Mike.
Pete.
Nice one. Cheers, bro. Ching ching.
Yeah, Mike from Blue Origin says liking this stuff, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Danielle Colette Bruce.
Who's that?
We don't know who that is.
We don't know who that is.
Stranger.
I believe that's somebody's fiance, isn't it?
That's mine.
Yeah, I think that is
there.
the first time I've ever heard a band use the word plethora in an interview. 12 Ball sounding awesome, by the way.
It's because we played Scrabble last night, actually, and that's not even a lie.
Oh, the joys of the excesses of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Wild Scrabble tournaments. I don't know. Mike Ross says stoner rock is cool. When we were looking for a second guitar player, everyone called us biker metal. You guys are a good band. Kudos. Keep rocking.
Cheers.
And Danny from Blue Origin, hello Danny, says about rock bands being more fun than indie bands. This is true, my dear Sir Mike, who I have never honestly... More 12 Ball stuff coming up later on in the show as well. Don't forget the 2 o'clock gig guide's coming up in 15 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Now the EP was reviewed in Terrorizer Mag, wasn't it?
Well, we were on the Cover Mount CD, so we were on the Fear Candy CD a couple of months ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
good stuff. How did that come about? It's not always an easy thing to do.
No,
that.
we just sort of sent them a CD and they liked what they heard and said, do you want to go on the CD?
Yeah.
And we thought, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Digging us.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be doing a small feature on us soon. So.
Yeah, and we were just, we were local heroes in Kerrang this week as well, just in the shops now.
Yeah,
Go
so
out
go out
and
and
buy
buy Kerrang. Support your local newsagent.
it. Yeah. So yeah, it's picking up.
Good stuff, yeah. Listen to Johnny Doom's show on Kerrang, actually. Both his shows, because they're awesome. But especially the late licensed Temple of Doom one, if you like more metallic stuff, more rocky stuff. I shouldn't be plugging Johnny's show really on my own show,
no.
should I? I shouldn't be doing that. But I think Johnny should plug my show in return for that. But no, he's awesome and he's always fun, he's Johnny. He's always got ace things to say about kebab shops and Satan and King's Heath and stuff like that on Facebook. It does make me laugh. He's just hilarious bloke. How did you come up with the ideas for the artwork on the EP cover?
Oh, okay, well, basically, as a band, like, when we try and come up with ideas, like, between us, we sort of, like, wanted to do something with, like, the boar's face. So a friend of mine called Luke Wilmot, he's an artist, and basically, we were like, could you draw us a boar? So he did, like, a pen, like, drawing of a boar, and then scanned it, and then Adam, who also does, like, design work as well, he added, like, the colours to the background, which you can talk about.
I think it's one of your
You did
paintings,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, I just did. I do quite a lot of abstract painting, so I just sort of chucked that in the background really, and just like stuck 2 bits together. And it's just like wanted with something with a bit of colour in it. We just didn't want just another black
too
CD
plain.
front cover.
But we're starting to work with a lot more artists. We've had a guy who's sent us some paintings.
We did a gig in Aldershot, and a guy called Rob Green, who's an artist, like, he just really digged our stuff, went home and just sent us a load of paintings, and like, I don't know, like, the whole fan art thing I think is really cool, and if it's something we can integrate, it just brings the fans into our music a lot more as well.
Yeah.
It's always really interesting trying to put a visual next to music as well, because obviously, when you've got a CD or file on the internet now, which most people look at, it's how do you sum up a piece of music with an image is something difficult to do, and it's, if you look at classic album covers of certain bands, it's always sort of, you always think about certain covers when you hear music. So I guess
definitely,
You've
like,
got to have a strong image.
definitely, like, the Motorhead covers with, like, that crazy dog thing on the front just becomes, like, so, like, kind of
Iconic,
definitely.
yeah.
And I think also
you kind of know what you're going to get as well. If you pick up a Motorhead CD and you look at that,
totally.
you just I know exactly
that
what this is
doesn't
going
apply
to be.
to Christian Death CDs, though, because they're absolutely whack.
Yeah. Get that one.
And on that, boys, shall we have some more music?
Oh god.
Oh dear, it's disintegrating already. Do feel free to throw some questions on the Facebook page for the band. I have had a text through from Mick, but I can't repeat it. That was my punishment for saying send me a better text than that. So, it was typical of Mick, really. We can't expect much else from him, can we? So you can imagine what he was like, and I'm not going to repeat it on it.
No, basically, what's going? I think
that was good.
We're actually recording our next record now.
We've already started.
Which still has the same kind of grooves. I think it's probably a little heavier, a little thrasher in places.
Yeah, it's a little bit more metal, there's a few double kicks in there, all that kind of stuff. But there's also a hell of a lot of groove as well. So we're kind of doing, all our favourite bits again. But we've been writing some new stuff recently, which is a lot more...
almost like I Hate God kind of vibe, like dirty groove.
Bit clutch, like Fu Manchu style.
Yeah, definitely. With kind of like intricate kind of drum solos and things like that in it. And I don't think we're a band that ever says like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I think
it seems things bleed in, doesn't
definitely.
it?
Yeah.
And as musicians, we're always getting better as well. And I think a lot of it is like, we're all just improving at what we're doing and playing together. And I think... the direction of the music just flows on our improvements.
Something I definitely noticed with our newer stuff, it's almost got a bit of a 70s vibe, like a little bit of sort of like old school Black Sabbath, and I don't mean that in a way like, we're doing the whole retro thing at all. It's just as we're becoming better musicians, because back in the day you had to have the chops to be in a band like that. It's not like, it doesn't have the level of mediocrity that's around today. So like some of the new stuff we're kicking out, it's just like, man, that's got a bit of a Sabbath feel, but it's not something that's been engineered in any way. It just seems to have popped out of nowhere, and you're just like, whoa, that's cool.
Like jam type feel to it, where we just kind of...
Yeah, I think that's something live we were talking about. Is like we want to kind of get almost like a loose jam track going. So it just kind of like when we play Sludge, our instrumental live, it's kind of got that loose feel to it, and I think we kind of wanted that in our newer stuff.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, talking of newer stuff, when's the newer stuff coming out?
Ooh, good question, Dave.
Well, don't look at me. You've got to record your parts. We've done the drums, so we're going to need to do guitars, vocals, bass, but we're looking at maybe end of next month, end of September, something like that.
When you can all be,
so quite soon, yeah.
Good.
Keep your ears to the ground because it's going to be coming out.
Yeah, we've got artwork and all sorts ready for it.
Yeah, the artwork's sorted, so...
It's French did that, didn't it?
Yeah, and it'll probably be free to download again.
It's going to be another free 4-track demo type thing, or EP. Should be good.
Good. Right, I will look forward to that then.
You'll get a copy, don't worry.
Thank you. I should hope so. I should damn well hope so. Right, let's have a bit of Blackstone Cherry. I think press 3. I think you should press 3 personally. Pete says a gig that would blow apart any venue. 12 Boar and Desert Storm. Any chance?
Oh well, now you mention it. We've actually got 2 gigs lined up with them. I think it's. I know one's 1st of October in Oxford at the White. Something I can't remember. It's all on the website. Oh God, I did well. No, it's all on the website. If you go to 12boar.com, all the gig dates are there. Like I say, we've got Desert Storm and Beard of Zeus. I think that gig is as well. And then we've also got Desert Storm and Grifter in Hounslow 2 days before that.
And that's going to be...
That will literally be life-changing.
Yeah.
How good that would be.
Don't wash your hair that night, ladies. Just turn up.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Mick and Amy are arguing about tea on the Facebook page, so let's not go there.
What kind of tea?
I don't know.
Earl Grey?
I don't know. Just general tea. Shall we ask them?
Yeah, I think so. I want to know.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
I'm Tommy from 12 Boar. I like Earl Grey.
Oh. Where's the donut talk gone all of a sudden? This page used to be full of donut talk.
Krispy Kremes.
Oh, another one. Krispy Kreme. Everyone seems to love them. I don't know. It all turns into talks about sweet and savoury products on this page for some reason. And Mick says, I see the Strop Queen has turned up. Yes, she has. It's my privilege as the Rock Queen to be the Strop Queen whenever I want to be. And John says, yes, have you not got a band to interview? Well, yes, I have, but I'm interviewing them, but I think it makes it all the more fun if you throw more chat on here, that's all. Mike from Blue Origin says, way to the Blue Origin track being played. He was liking that a lot. Let's have some more 12 Boar, shall we?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I thought you'd agree. Oh, what a cute little dog outside the studio. Anyway, is it called Skull or Skull?
Skull.
Skull.
Okay. Why Skull? What's behind that name?
How long have we got? The original title was called Mexican Skull. I'm not quite sure where Skull come from. Obviously, there's like the lager called Skull.
Well, that's where it came from, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was like going to be Mexican Skull, and then we thought we'd call it Mexican Skull, and then we just kind of stuck with Skull.
Yeah, 1 syllable, bang it out.
But it's not really about the drink or anything like that. It's about Mexicans.
I did wonder.
I mean, it's always difficult trying to name songs and stuff because and it's really, you always find with a band as well. You if you just thrashing out ideas, you'll be like, oh, should we play the new song? Yeah, new song number 2.
Yeah.
So you end up giving things silly names, and they grow after a while, and you get used to it. And they sometimes evolve into a real track name, and sometimes they do other
Sometimes
things.
they don't like Skull.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, what's in a name?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it, shall we? This is 12 Boar with Skull.
Let's hear the track.
It's usually me that gets told to shut up. Here's 12 Boar with Skull. Electric Wizard with Dunwich.
Lucky Whiz.
Yeah, I thought that'd just go nicely after your stuff.
It's perfect.
I think
Yeah,
it
mate.
fits very well with 12 Boar stuff. I was going to throw in a bit of Grand Magus earlier on for Mark Tosh Davis, because he was shouting at me on the Facebook page last week, going, Grand Magus, Grand Magus, Grand Magus. I thought, okay, I get the hymn, I'll play some Grand Magus. And then what did he do? Got on Facebook to me last night and went, oh, sorry, Jen, I'm not going to be there tomorrow. Got a family wedding to go to. Traitor. How dare you? So I haven't played any Grand Magus today. I'll play it next week instead. I didn't have time today anyway. But yeah, it's been fun today. Thanks for joining me. You can still throw some quick questions on Facebook if you like before the end of the show.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it, because I'm going to
Ask us
play...
anything, sexy questions. We'll
Yeah.
answer anything, honestly.
Yeah, they usually do throw
Another
sexy
bash.
questions on there. I don't know what's the matter with them today. They must all be doped
God,
up or
like
something
3
today.
stallions, come on.
Yeah, come on, guys, do it.
It's because we're quite shy, I think, because people don't want to...
Yeah, I think you should put that to rights actually before the show finishes. We've only got 15 minutes, so I'm going to play you a very long Mastima track. This was for Lisa, but she's disappeared today. You've been listening to Saturday Rocks on rhubarbradio.com with me, Jenny Tate, the Rock Queen. Just quickly before we finish, Pete wants to know who would the guys, if they had any choice, wish to share a stage with.
Ooh. Down.
Clutch.
Crowbar.
Yeah. Yeah, so like living or dead. I mean,
Caius.
I'm Monkey.
yeah. If we could have a dream lineup of all time,
Yeah.
I think we'd play with Caius, Iron Monkey, probably Black Sabbath, because that's pretty standard, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone would. But I don't know. I think living now, probably Down,
Yeah.
or Crowbar, somebody like one of the Nola bands would be pretty sick.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good.
Anyone, you.
Your band.
Good stuff. We'll go along and see 12 Boar tonight. They're playing at Scruffy's with El Schlong. It's going to be at 8 p.m. and it's free, people, free.
Bring
so,
your wife.
Go along and support. And on that note, I'm going to finish with a little bit of Nirvana. Next week, I'm going to be interviewing Ben from The Reckoning and Al from Fury ahead of their Scruffy's gig on September 9th. That'll be the holy trinity of metal that is Steel Trooper, The Reckoning and Fury. So be there. Basically, that's it. See you later. Thanks for listening. Here's Nirvana.
Bye, love you, Mum. Bye.
Here's Nirvana with Smells Like Teen Spirit.